Has anybody?
The meeting is being recorded. Got it.
We had done last time Matruka Sambodh. So that I have finished it. So if any doubts are there, anybody can share their thoughts or raise the doubts, whatever. So is there anybody to ask anything? So we can reply on that. Or else we can start the next sutra. The next sutra is Shariram Havihi. Normally, a person has a concept of his own body, mind and soul. But instead of recognizing his own soul as I consciousness, he creates his entity as I-ness at a mental level, that is ego. To find this original self, sadhana is required to correct his own perception. Whatever he learns is from the outside world. He has been taught what for the existence in his world of regarding food and shelter, etc. This is very much necessary, and he finds that everything can be bought by the money in this world. Therefore, he studies either to earn money or starts his own business or vocation. He interacts with the people, with the different persons, with the different behavior, and he develops his own nature with the complex nature, which is mixture of sattva, pure, rajas, pleasurable, and tamasic, impure gunas.
Dada, sorry to
So,
interrupt. Are you sharing the screen or?
yeah, I'll share it.
Sure. I'll let you carry on.
So I'll share the screen first.
Lesson 6.
6 है ना? Shariram Havi. So what I was saying, he develops his own nature, and this creates the actions of karmas, and the worldly knowledge becomes limited to the objective world only. This creates the gnanam bandha, the bondage is this rajasic and tamasic behavior. And in this case, the web of karma and develops and believes whatever he thinks is right. This creates an illusion of the Maya. The purpose of the sadhana is to reverse the situation, to know your original self. The practice is as per sutra, Shariram Havihi. Here I have given the slide. Havi means oblation, means ahuti. At the Havana or Homa, we are offering various dravyas in the same way we have established in our body, that is I consciousness. And that has to be offered in the fire of Chitagni. We have established I consciousness in 3 bodies: gross, thul level, all elements of senses and the sense object, and the subtle sukshma mind, and the subtlest, the karana sharira, the causal body. So we have to say the consciousness is a dynamic in a living room. The consciousness is dynamic in a living person, It's compared to this dynamism with the metaphor of fire. Therefore, we call a fire of consciousness. Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta. So that says the fire has a distinct property of disintegrating all the substances offered therein. This concept is applied for our sadhana. It is said that the Supreme Consciousness is like fire and the aspirant must offer his perceived object and the elements of cognitive senses and the deeds of the actions at the gross level, the elements of mind and the ego at the subtle level, and the residual impressions at the subtlest causal level. In short, that we believe our body is a mind and I-ness is created. So the Kshem Raja says, so in Vignan Bhairav Tantra he is quoting, Sarve Ryatna Pramatruttvena Abhishiktam Thula Sukshmadi Rupam Shariram Tat Mahayogin Parasmin Chidagno Huyamanam Havihi. That means Sharira Pramatru, that he says all the knower of the gross, subtle and the causal body, the great yogi offers in the fire of consciousness. Then now he says, Sharira Pramatruta Prashamanena Sadeva Chinmatru Ta Minimishtashat. So what he says, then the idea of body being the self is removed from only he will understand the real self is the supreme consciousness. So the body, mind and all the concepts has to go away, then only supreme consciousness can be derived. Now he says further, Ya priyo yah surad bandhuryo data yo ativallabha tadanga pakshanat devi rukpatted gaganangana. By the extinction of the attachment in one who is there, who is a friend, who is a relation, a donor, or is a greatly beloved of the Shakti of Chidakasha rises higher. Here the main purpose is to extinction of the sense of the body of the self. The Śrī Vidya system has the procedure of Tattva Shodhanam. Here I am changing the slide. The slide says, I will put the slide in a bigger way.
Sutra 9.
Whatever.
Sutra 9.
Now this sutra says that how it goes ahead. At the end of this procedure, the Tattva Shodhana, we are having 4 patras offered to purify as under. The gross Tattva from Prithvi to Prakriti, 24 Tattvas from Matruka come to Mam to purify Atma. The second subtle 7 Tattvas of Maya with the Matruka Yam to Ksham to purify Antaratma. 3, the subtlest 5 Tattvas of Shiva with Matruka to Aha to purify Paramatma. All the Tattvas of the Matruka to purify Jivatma. Śrī Vidya system has the procedure of Tattva Shodhan, and the real science behind is to make dualism into non-dualism by the use of some of the Shadadva system. Where what is Shadadva? Where the Varna, Mantra Pada, Kala, Tattva, and the Bhuvanas are purified by offering 4 patras at the fire of consciousness. This we are generally doing after Avaran Puja is over. Number 1, we are offering first patra by Atma at the body level for the purification of karma mala. Second, Antaratma at the mind level for the purification of Maya mala. And the third is Parama Atma at the soul level for purification of Anava mala. And the 4th patra is altogether Jivatma, full body, at all the levels are purified together. After the Tattva Shodhan, one should feel as per the shloka, Mahashunyalaye Vanho Bhutaksha Vishayadikam Huyate Manasa Sakam Sahoma Shrukpa Chetana. One must go into the void after offering the elements and the objects, etc., by mental havana to the Supreme Consciousness. The same psychology is used for Bhuta Shuddhi, which all of you know it, and or you can get it from your Guru, and the Kala meditation will come at the foregoing sutras, and that will be explained to you later on. So this is called Shariram Havi. So we have to offer our all elements of perception, like the perception of all the mental, whatever are our consciousness is to be purified in the way that all causal body has to come to a level of void by putting all cognitive senses in the offering to our consciousness. After that, we offer all our sattva, rajas, and all gunas to the consciousness, and also offer all the Maya elements to our consciousness. So all the things are together, makes our body pure. Now, the next sutra is Jnanam Annam. I'll put it here. Jnanam Annam. By doing mantra and purifying oneself, he gets the true knowledge of his behavior. The unworthy behavior, he has to change it to have a good behavior, to be eaten as a food. Or the true knowledge is he relishes as an individual perception, like we relish our food. This is very important for a sadhaka. The yogi should be aware of his activities. Here, if I explain correctly, the Kshamaraja interprets this sutra in 2 ways. Jnanam Annam. If we combine both the sutras 8 and 9 together, the entire meaning will change. Shariram Havi Agnanam Annam. This means the limited vitiated knowledge, which is the cause of bondage, is the food to be devoured. So, again he explains, Mrityam cha kalam cha kala kalapam vikara jatam pratipatti sapmyam ekatma nanatma vitarka gnajatam tatha sarvam kavali karoti. When he, means the yogi, realizes his real self, then he devours death of the gross body, time, kala, the presiding spirit of death, the multitude of activities, all changes for the worse, the identification with the knowledge of objects, all thoughts, constructs of non-difference and difference will come to oneness. So here they say everything becomes one because you have to eat away your own ajnana. The second version of interpretation is Gnanam Annam. Same author says, Kshemraja says, that Atha yat swarupa vimarshatmakam gnanam tat asya agnim annam paritrupti karitaya svatma vishranti hetu. The sutra may be explained in another way. The yogis of knowledge is of self-realization is the food as much as by the affording full satisfaction, it becomes the means of the rest in one's own self. It has been said in Vignan Bhairav Tantra. Bhaskara in his Vrittika interprets Gnanam as a Swarupa Gnana, knowledge of the self, and so his interpretation of the sutra agrees with the second interpretation given above. And he says, Prabuddha Sarvada Tishthet. So always maintain awareness in all your activities. This is from Spandakarika. If you lose awareness, then you are gone. You have destroyed the reality of life. You must therefore be aware. If you are fully aware of your thoughts, then you will not see any thoughts there. You can't be partially aware while thinking. This won't accomplish anything. Be fully aware of what you are thinking. When this yogi does not maintain awareness in continuity, then although he possesses the knowledge of the God or a supreme consciousness, there are many occasions when he lacks the awareness. For example, this yogi is aware of a good God consciousness or a supreme consciousness. Now, and after a short time, he becomes unaware, missing that awareness. Then after a few minutes, he is again maintaining that awareness. This is not the way to maintain the awareness. The awareness must be the maintained in continuation. And when this yogi doesn't maintain the unbroken awareness, means continuity is not kept, then what happens then? Then happens Vidya Sanghare Tadutha Swapna Darshanam. Here, Swami Lakshman says, this is the meaning of the sutra when you have completely entered in Samadhi, and where in Samadhi you do not maintain your awareness wholeheartedly with great effort. Then after a while, you enter into the dreaming state. This happens to all yogis. This losing awareness is the great crisis in the yogic world. All yogis generally experience this state of losing awareness. And when they do, they go to the dreaming state because that state is subtler than the waking state. In the world of experience and awareness, the grossest state is the waking state. A more subtle state is dreaming state, and much more subtle still is a soundless sleep. And the most subtle state is Samadhi. So it is very difficult to maintain awareness in Samadhi. There is only one way you can maintain the awareness in Samadhi, And that is when your master is exceedingly pleased with you. When he is pleased with you, you will be able to maintain the awareness. Otherwise, it is impossible. Now, Kshamrada comments. Prokta Gnana Sphara Rupaya Shuddha Vidyaya Sanhare Nimajjane Tadutthasya Kramat Kramanya Krita Vidya Sanskarasya Swapnasya Bhedamaya Vikalpa Prapancha Rupasya Darshanam Sputam Udmajjanam Bhavati. This is called in Malini Vijay Tantra. After reaching the ultimate reality of the non-dual truth resulting in the spiritual expansion, if your truthfulness of the awareness is lost by gradual disappearance of the reality and fall into a dream of duality and the thought construct. So here it says that all these things are like that Shuddha Vidya. If it is not there, means if you are losing the consciousness, then you fall it into the dream state. Na cha etad prasangena shankarenopadishyate kathad kinchit upadishtepi vasana naiva jayate. This is instructed by Shankara in the form of Guru when he is fully pleased. But even when somehow the instruction is imparted, the impression of such knowledge does not remain. So if the Lord Shiva in the form of a Guru is pleased and giving the Upadesha instructions, even after that Upadesha, the desire or lust never goes. So they say Vasana matra labhepi yo pramatto na jhayate tamanityeshu bhogeshu yojayanti vinayakaha. Even when one has obtained merely limited powers, but it is not mindful, tempters who put obstacles in the progress of transient pleasures. I have observed many gurus coming down to the mundane level, sometimes by his needs of living, conditioned by the circumstances that he is compelled to come down for his family requirements, sometimes his achievements and the powers he possesses creates an ego and so on. The sutra, Vidya Samhare Tadutha Swarupa Darshanam, directed towards the aspirant who is unable to maintain continuous attention. This section provides in this connection as an occasion for the expounding Śāktopāya in the next section. I have come across a lady telling me that she has taken mantra diksha and done Śrī Vidya mantra for 1 crore times, but still not realized. The answer is divided into 2 parts. Number 1, how you have done the mantra Purascharana with awareness or just by looking here and there. The mind must be wandering and not one-pointed at the time of doing the mantra. So it is very important to concentrate when you are doing the mantra. You should be aware. Number 2, there must be an Anavamala. This includes Maya Mala and Karma Mala. Therefore, Anavamala is very important to learn. we have studied the mantra and now we will study the Anava Mala. So these 10 sutras are consisting of the Śāktopāya. The Śāktopāya we say here, Vidya Samuthane Tadutha Swapna Darshanam, the slide when a sadhaka cannot maintain the awareness, then he falls back to the differential perceptions and thought construct. While doing practice for the samadhi, he falls back to the dreaming state. Here the grace of the Guru is required to overcome the situation and his instructions are not followed by you. So if the yogi is using his siddhis and gets and then entangled in it, then this progress is stopped. The siddhis are more important. When the sadhaka cannot maintain his awareness, then he has to do the next upaya called Anavopāya. So here it finishes the Śāktopāya. Now I would like to know any questions on this Śāktopāya, or anybody has got any question on this? Please.
Dadaji, namaste. Gopinath here.
Namaste.
For some reason, namaste. For some reason, my video is not on. Doesn't matter. So Jivatma, when you were, this was in the slide on Tattvashodhanam. Jivatma, the last among the Atma, Atma,
Yeah.
Antaratma, Paramatma, Jivatma. Normally, Jivatma is taken as Sakanchakam, and the Jnanatma is taken as the Nirkanchaka state. So I'm just curious as to why the word Jivatma was put there.
Yeah. Jivatma has got all the 36 tattvas.
But it's still Sakanchakam, right? It is not.
Yeah. But whatever, whether it is Kanchuka or without Kanchuka, the person even after realization becomes a living person. Here
The
I
choice
would...
of Dadaji, the choice of, please go ahead.
Yeah, I would call this Jivatma as a living person. Yeah, you can carry on. Yes.
So when for example, in some of the sampradayas here, the sequence is Atma, Antaratma, Paramatma, Jnanatma. I'm not going too much by what word is being used, but just from the interpretation that when you say Jnanatma, it is sort of a sequence of the shamanam of the 36. As you go from Atma, Antaratma, Paramatma, and then Jnanatma, the shamanam of the tattvas also happens there, and the person is probably slightly more oriented towards the samvit, not as even Shiva Shakti, but with the samvit as a concept. I was only seeing that the normal connotation of the Jivatma word used is still the choice of using the Kanchukam for living the so-called outside world, and the conscious choice of dropping it is probably not indicated when the word Jivatma is used. Is all that I was coming from, Dadaji.
Yeah.
He's so still entangled that he doesn't have the choice of going beyond them. Whereas if you say Jnanatma, then he really has understood that all this Kanchukas of 36 and all the Jnanam has to be offered in the Havis, as Havis, totally burnt with the Vajaham. So just trying to understand that.
Jnanatma me Shuddhantam. Correct it is.
Ji.
Right. So it is the correct way. It should be Jnanatma to purify the whole totality. But here when we go to text, they are using this concept of Jivatma, means Jivatma, they say the reverse of it, because everything, a body includes the three of the Atma, Antaratma and Paramatma. And when all the three are not a separate by itself, it is a totality, is that Jivatma, they call it as a living body, not that abstract thing. Because when we say that we are going only Gnanatma, only Gnan remains, but here body also remains. Gnan is with our mental concept, but the physical body also remains with the sadhaka. So they must have used this term Jivatma. Otherwise, after Paramatma, nothing can come. You are 100% right. But Jivatma is that even after you reach the Paramatma, your body consciousness remains the same, only understanding of Gnana is much more there.
Okay.
Ha,
Understood.
that way. So another is very important to know the implications that this is the scheme of system which we are generally, this system entangles all the things of what we say, six paths, Shadadva. This is Shadadva Sodhan. So now I would like anybody to explain Shadadva Sodhan. Everybody is asking me question. Today I am asking all of you the question, what is Shadadva? So can anybody reply? On Shadadva, what are,
So let me, Gopinath here again, Dadaji, let me profess my ignorance by talking. Others
not,
otherwise may not talk.
not that way. You can enlighten us because we are all of the same stature of Sri Vidya. So all can understand everybody. Please go ahead.
So my way of understanding is that the progression of the tattvas, starting from Shiva, um, while is the compassion of the samvit to reduce and to add more kalas to it, or bifurcate itself into kalas or tattvas to make it easy uh, for the sadhaka to understand that samvit is very much inside, and if he can reduce the 36 and go to 37th, he can probably realize what he already is. This understanding happens to the 6 types of openings or advas, which is sort of the grand doors which a sadhaka can cross by using the mantra, the matrikas, the mantra, the murti, etc. Uh, to use the jnana that he gets through this advas to dissolve these 36 and go to the 37th. So these are large classical doorways where each one has a particular purpose of dissolving either the way I would relate is uh, the so-called negative effects of staying in each of the 6 chakras,
Very
either
good.
which makes you consume uh, most of the worldly stuff and therefore stay with the Muladhara, or enjoy the emotions that comes because of I see my child, my sister, my mother, my father, my family, and get stuck with that. So each of these advas help you to cross each of getting stuck in each of these 6 chakras, Shadadvatita Rupini or Shadchakra Sancharini and all that. And then when you actually use them, these doorways help you to go towards 37. Is my understanding of the advas, Dadaji.
Very good. So can you just tell me each of the advance separately, how it is used in this Tattva Shodhan?
Oh, I haven't thought in that way. Okay.
Yeah, it's very technical.
Yes.
All the 6 paths are used in Tattva Sadhana.
Okay.
So, shall I explain this?
Please.
So, here I'll tell first whatever is Shadattva, there are 6 paths of achieving the sadhana. There are 2 ways. One is Vak, Shabda, and each Shabda has got, Vak means, Shabda means mind. And each and every word or a Shabda has got Artha, means the matter. Every word is related to an object, subject and object. Our Shabda is the subject now, and object is a matter, that is the object. So Shabda is Varna, Mantra and Pada. There are 3 varieties of Shabda. Varna means Varna Mala, which we have explained, A to Ksha. Then Mantra. Mantra is a combination of Varna. Then Pada. Pada is a combination of the sentences, of the Varnas made into sentences. So there are the 3 sections. If you go to Artha side, the Arth means the relativity. The Varna is connected to Kala. There are 5 kalas. Which are the 5 kalas? That 5 kalas are, we call it, there are Shantatita Kala, Shanti Kala, then you get Vidya Kala, then Pratishtha Kala and Nivritti Kala. So that what are they? I will also come into the kalas, means all the letters are divided into these 5 parts. So the kala means, what is the kala? The letter A is called as Anuttara. The Anuttara letter is such a letter that it is in all the alphabets. If you are reciting Ka, the sound phonetics of A comes automatically. If you say the, then also the last phonetic is A. Ka, A, Ta, A, Tha, A, Pa, A, like that. So A is always there. So in that case, the kalas are unified. The kalas are unified in such a way that it becomes ultimately the Anuttara Kala, that is A. Otherwise, after the A, there are all derivations. As I have explained, A plus A is equal to A. A plus A plus A is equal to E. A plus A plus A plus A is long E. Like that, all the matrukas are ultimately unified into Anuttara. So when it is unified into Anuttara, by all the matrukas are enveloped in Anuttara. So all the matruka chakra comes derived from the Anuttara, and when we are in the matruka chakra, we have to go towards the Anuttara. So we are unified in this place. So that is called kalas. So all kalas we have to pass on. So how these kalas are passed on? The kalas are passed on. Then there are also, we say, the mantras. Mantras are also connected with the tattvas. So many mantras are connected with different tattvas, and the permutation and combination makes the effects of the mantras So they are connected with the tattva. And pada is the sentences. They are connected to the bhuvana. So bhuvana, if you have the understanding of bhuvana, there are 14 bhuvanas, people say, and Arthur Avalon says there are 224 bhuvanas. But even the Prithvi Tattva itself has got 108 bhuvana. So there are different school of thoughts and different bhuvans are described. But how we are relating to first, we are doing the body means bhuvana, and bhavana is connected to sentences, pada. Mind is the antaratma. Antaratma is connected to tattvas, and that is connected to mantra. So here we had this Śāktopāya, we have already learned mantra that is connecting to mind and antaratma. Our mind works with the mantra, this only. So then the soul, that is Paramatma, is connected to Kala of the Varna, means the letter Anuttara is the soul level. So it is connected to the Varnamala. The Varnamala is connected to Tattva, that is the mind Antaratma, that is mantra level, and Tattvas are connected to the Bhuvana level, that is Pad, means sentences. And we also always converse in the words and sentences, that is at the bodily level. So how it is connected to the Tattva Shodhanam? Tattva Shodhanam, we are using all the 5, all the 6. How? First, Varnas are there. And first we are starting with the, what we say, Tattva, Prakriti, Ahankar, Buddhi, Chakshu, Shrotra, vagere, we are telling all these things. And then we are telling the letters also. That is Tattva. After Tattva, we are telling the letters. Then we are telling the mantra. We are telling the kalas. We are telling the after that sentences. We are last is the sentences that comes to Bhuvana. That is we are Atma me Shuddhantam, Paramatma me Shuddham. They are all sentences. So all the 5 of the advas, means all the paths, are connected to Tattva Shodhan in this very beautifully complicated way. Have you followed this, what I said?
Amazing, Dadaji.
Dada Jayambe, sorry, I
Jayambe.
came late. Namaste. Dada,
Namaste.
I was following this. Now, you're talking about the Shradha. In the Shradha, we have the Bhuvans. And you said, as per various authors, there's different Bhuvans. But how is Bhuvan associated with this Tattva Shodhan? I didn't actually get that.
Bhuvan means our body.
So would it be the Bhuvan of the Kundalini?
The ingredients of tattvas are built on our bodily bhuvanas. And when you are doing bhuvananyasa, if you have done the Purnabhisheka and you have been given the this nyas, bhuvanyas.
Okay.
So their bhuvanas are given, there are 14 bhuvans. The 14 bhuvans are starting with the tip of the toes to the 14th one goes up to the head. So there are this division. So these divisions are now, we are connecting it with the body. So here, instead of doing 14 times, we are connecting only into the body, mind and soul. And that is, we are connecting, even the kalas are also connected with the tattvas. So Bhuvan Kala and all these, Bhuvan Kala and the tattvas are synonymous.
Right.
All the 3 are together.
Okay.
So Is
So
it
here we take
complicated?
here we take the Chod Bhuvan, the 14 Bhuvans, right? The Atal, Patal, the Satal,
Yeah.
etc. Right?
Yeah, correct. Right, it is.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. So now only 10 minutes are left. So anybody has got questions on this?
Dadaji, in the Shadadva, you talked of the first three, which is Varna, Mantra, and Pada.
Ah,
What about the rest?
rest are there. See,
Bhuvana,
I had,
acha,
Bhuvana we have discussed now. Tattvas we have done with our all
right.
because we are all the Prakriti, Ahankar, Buddhi, Man, Tvat,
Right.
all these are tattvas. They are not
Correct.
different. So Prakriti, Ahankar, Buddhi, Man, Tvat, Chakshu, Shrotra, Jibha, Vak, Graan, Vak, Pani, Upastha, Shabda, Sparsha, Roop, Rasa, Gandha, Akash, Vayu, Banina, Salil, Bhumyatmana. All these are the tattvas are there.
Correct.
And tattvas are divided in kalas also.
Correct.
So in the Nivritti Kala, only Prithvi Tattva is there. Pratishtha Kala, only it has got from Jala Tattva to the Prakriti Tattva. Prakriti, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara, Tanmatra, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, and all the different Akash, Vayu, Vanhi, Jala,
Right.
up to Jala, it's the Pratishtha Kala. Then we go to the Vidya Kala, is the Maya Kala,
Agni.
Kala, Avidya, Raga, Kala, Niyati, Tat Purusha. That's they are the Vidya Kala. And then we go to Shanti Kala, is Sadashiv, Ishwar, Shuddha Vidya. That also we are telling. And then we are calling Shantyatita Kala, is Shiva and Shakti together. So Kala is also included in the tattvas, and bhuvanas are also included in tattvas. But bhuvanas are not much specified here. Only it is in tattva form it is given. So this is beautifully interwoven, all the shadadvas, and only thing we have to understand this while doing this. And after doing this, we should feel oneness. And what is the exact way of doing that? After doing Shadadva, what you should do? What one has to do? That you have to, what I say, one must go after that Sattva Shodhan, one should feel as per the sloka, Mahashunya Laye Banho. No, you must go into void after offering all the elements and the objects, etc., by the mental havana to the supreme consciousness. Then you should be stand still and meditate it. So after sadhana, we should hear the point of meditation comes. And after doing the tattva shodhan and purifying yourself, you should envelop all the tattvas within you and go into the oneness like Anuttara and feel the void in the body. That is the main essence of this tattva shodhan. So you should rest here for the sadhana and do the meditation, because sometimes we are so much worried in this puja that we have to finish and we have to do all the what we call Uthapan, Udvasan and all that. Udvasan and all that. So we are worried and so many people are around us and all that. So our mind gets engrossed outside so much that this benefit we don't get while doing this. So I would request that after Tattva Shodhan, you should feel oneness. That is most important in sadhana path. So any other question?
Wonderful.
Dadaji, So whenever I used to read about Tad Anupravishat, when the Srishti Krama is described in Upanishad, so far I was only thinking that, okay, so the Angushtamata Purushaha is there, so Shiva reduces using this mechanism of 36 and still remains inside me, and I thought that was only Tadanupravishat explanation. You have so beautifully told that this actually is in multiple ways, and one of them is the even the Matraka Akshara. He silently stays as Akaram throughout. And if that is not Anupravishanam, and what else is? Dadaji, pranam, namaste. Pranam.
Thank you very much for appreciating.
Pranam.
Yes. Because what I have understood, I have researched everything I am telling you. And I would also like to get your research and your thinking on it, because it is my unified research. So if you appreciate, I would like it. And then it's good thing that all the things that what we are doing mechanically has to be understood very well. Each step of puja we have to understand. And for what we are doing, so the Śiva Sutra is connected very much to our Sri Vidya Puja Paddhati. And each step, what we should have thinking and what way we have to understand. The Śiva Sutra is the most important guide. So, anybody? Actually, what you had said, Angushta Pramanam, it is in my way of thinking. Atma is everywhere in the body. If you pin any part of your body, you will feel pinch of it. So, there is some difference between Sankhya and Tantra. Sankhya is defined in one way to explain. This is one of the way of explanation, a concept. Concepts are given as an Angushta Pramanam, and they say it is in heart or nearby or whatever. But our concept of Tantra is different. The Tantra says the whole body is your consciousness, the supreme consciousness, but sometimes you don't know about it. To know your own body and your supreme consciousness, one should do the sadhana to understand the whole body and the whatever are the mental blocks are that has to be removed. So this way it is. So this is my way of explanation. So anybody else in this question? So there are 2 minutes.
I think you've stunned everyone, Dada. Okay. Fine, no, absolutely beautiful.
In this case, I would like to say that anybody has not understood the Śāktopāya, please tell me, I can repeat it even in next lecture. But if nobody says, then I will start Anumapāya in the next lecture.
Dada, in the last, in the Shambhavapāya, you've done a little conclusion, a little summary in one of the classes. It'd be nice if you could do a little summary for the Śāktopāya, the first 10 minutes of next week's lecture, if you can, just an overrun.
Okay, I'll do that.
Please.
Sure.
Good.
Yes.
I can see Prantik is in the background taking love from you. Huh?
Yeah. That's why I'm keeping one headphone like this.
Okay, good.
So you can listen.
So you can listen, huh? Okay, now thank you very much for wonderful lecture. Sorry I started late. And
Thank
my
you.
pranams to you and everyone else. Jai Ambe.
Oh, Jai Ambe. Jai Gurudev. Yeah.
Dadaji, bar pranam.
Thank you very much. Same Ashirwad to everybody.
Jai Ambe, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Ambe, Jai Gurudev.